What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about confidence and locks. And I think it's something that a lot of people deal with. And I just kind of wanted to talk about my feelings on it. I mean, I think from the outside looking in, when you look at a lot of different Instagram posts and a lot of different YouTube channels, you see the after effects. You know what I mean? You see the results. You know what I mean? But you don't necessarily see the journey to get to the results. And I think it's because of the fact that a lot of us aren't necessarily that confident until we get to a certain point. You know what I mean? I know that's how it is for me. Like, I talked about in my video the other day, how my confidence kind of wanes in terms of, you know, why I choose to wear hats sometimes. And I think that's probably something that resonates with a lot of different people who embark on a lock journey. You know what I mean? A lot of us that start lock journeys, first off, you start without having had any previous experience on what locks are, how they're formed. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a learn as you go process. And I don't know anybody who would start something that they've never done before and go into it with a level of confidence that's just like soaring. You know what I mean? And so, like the dude the other day that was just like, yeah, what do you know? You're wearing a hat. I don't know if I'm going to take lock advice from somebody wearing a hat. First off, I'm not necessarily trying to give advice. You know what I mean? I'm just eliciting my opinion on all things locks. And it's a learning process for me. Like, I'm learning as I go. There's things that I research and then I sort of give it back to y'all. And then there's things that I learned through experience. And I kind of let y'all know what those experiences are like. Fire truck. Yeah, it's one of those things where when you're learning as you go, I mean, it's just, sometimes you're going to be really confident. And I guess it's no different than having a good hair day and a bad hair day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's days when you wake up and if you've got hair, and let me talk about that. Like, first off, I don't think it necessarily resonates with a lot of guys because a lot of guys don't have hair. You know what I mean? And so if you've never had hair, right, and then you go on YouTube just to kind of troll, I guess, or just kind of see what people are talking about, you don't really know, you know what I mean, what it's like because you've never dealt with it. You know what I mean? And if you have, then your frame of reference is going to be different from mine. So my set of experiences is going to be different from yours, going to be different from the next person, it's going to be different from the next person. So, you know what I mean? It's just, it's one of those things where, like I said, some days you wake up and you're hella confident. Like today, I woke up and my locks were on fleek. You know what I mean? And I don't know if, is that dated? Is that dated to say? Like, do y'all still say on fleek? You know what I mean? But I mean, they were nice. You know what I mean? Or they were on P. I think that's what y'all say now. They were P. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna start saying that because y'all slang is crazy, man. Like, y'all come up with some y'all come up with some doozies, man. Like, some of the stuff that y'all say is legit. Like, when, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna go, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent in my day, you know, I'm not gonna do that. But y'all slang is crazy, man. But anyhow, like I say, I woke up this morning, this is the one time I'm gonna say it, and my hair was on peak, you know what I mean? Like, it really was dope. And like today, you know what I mean, the confidence is, I don't wanna say it's soaring, but it's up here, you know what I mean? But that's not every day. And you may be saying, well, why are you wearing a beanie if your confidence is up there? Because I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to. Because the outfit that I threw on today, I looked at the beanie and said, that beanie's gonna look dope with that. So, I mean, that's why I'm choosing to wear the beanie today. But my confidence is high, you know what I mean? Because it looks really, really good. I actually was asking on Instagram about, you know, my locks and when I can expect them to mature. And, you know, I think they've sort of entered into the first stages of maturity. You know what I mean? I think I'm through. I researched it the other day, and I found out there's 4 different lock stages. There's the starter phase, there's the budding phase, there's the teen phase, which may be the same as the budding phase, but I don't think so. I think there's the starter phase, the budding phase, the teen phase, the mature phase, and then the rooted phase. And the rooted phase is basically when the people that you see on Pinterest and Instagram, when you're in the final, I mean, when your locks are there, they just, you know what I mean? That's the rooted phase. I think I'm working toward the beginning stages of my locks maturing. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet. I think I'm still in that teenage phase where they're just kind of crazy. And that's what I was telling y'all the other day. Like, if I were to take this off today, they'd hang. But some days I take, you know what I mean? I'll have on a hat or something, and I take them off, especially when I have them pulled to the back. Like the back and the sides will fall, but the front, crazy, all over the place. So, like I said, I think I'm entering the mature phase. I'm really excited about that. You know what I mean? She was telling me that in the next, probably 6-ish months, 6 months to a year, I should start to see rapid maturing, and that's something I'm really excited about. The length is gonna come. I'm patient when it comes to length, because they've already got longer. But the maturing part is what I'm really looking forward to, because they're not gonna look as. I don't have a problem with the frizziness in the crim, but it's the frizziness on the locks themselves. They're just kind of. They don't always look like locks. You know what I mean? Sometimes it just looks like a giant clump of hair. You know what I mean? And so I'm just looking forward to where they actually look more structured as locks. I'm never gonna have like really defined parts and all of that kind of stuff, because I don't do retwists. Like when we initially did my coils, my wife did 2 retwists for me. I think one 2 months in, and then another one 3 months or 4 months in. And then we haven't done any retwists since then, because I don't want to. I like the, I don't even know, I want to say messy look, but I like the all natural, you know what I mean? I like that look, the Bob Marley-esque lock look. I don't ever want like really structured, defined parts. I think TP referred to it as the scalpy look. I don't like that. You know what I mean? For me, not saying I don't like it for anyone else, but for me, I would prefer it to have, frizziness and stuff within the crown. And have the defined locks. And so I'll keep talking about this, but as y'all know, I'm working right now, so I'm about to run into the store and I'll hit y'all back. I literally have to run in, grab whipped cream, and then run it down the street. So let me run in and do this, and I'll hit y'all back in a minute.
A few moments later.
Alright, y'all, I'm back. That one was hella easy. Had to run in. All they wanted was whipped cream. So I had to run this down to their apartment real quick. But yeah, we were talking about confidence, man. And like I said, confidence comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? And if any of y'all are interested in starting a lock journey, just go into it knowing that there's days when you're gonna feel hella good about your locks. And then there's days when you're not gonna feel that good about your locks. But one thing you have to do is you have to understand the importance of just, sticking it out. You know what I mean? You gotta be consistent with whatever routine you set up for yourself. For me, I've showed y'all my morning routine, my nighttime routine. I think I'll do a video and show you like the updated version of it. It's generally the same, but there's little small things that may have changed, little subtle things. But I think, like I said, it's important to develop a consistent routine in helping your locks to form, because they're gonna form regardless. It's what our hair does, you know what I'm saying? But if you want it to look a certain way, then you have to establish a routine. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I say, I don't want to have a bunch of married locks. I don't want to have a bunch of congos. So a lot of times in the videos that I do, in the bathroom, you'll see me pull them apart and stuff like that. And that's just because of the fact that a lot of times they want to marry, or they want to kind of lock on top of themselves, especially at the roots. And so you just have to go in and, periodically, or, for me, basically every other day. Just go in and pull them apart. You know, you make sure they're not married and joining together. And it's just because of the fact that I want all of my locks to stay individualized. Some people are good with, you know, Congos. Some people like the really big, fat, you know, Congos that sort of marry at the roots and then sort of split off. That's just not my favorite. You know, I don't want that. So for me, it's important that I, you know, keep them pulled apart. It's also important for me that I keep them moisturized. I think that's a pretty universal thing. You know what I mean? Like, we all have to keep our locks moisturized, because in order to keep them, you know, from breaking off, and in order to keep them healthy, you really have to keep them moist. So, you know, for me, I do the spray. I spray it every day. And I've recently started to oil. I was watching a young lady's Instagram post or story, and she was just showing how she oils at the roots, and then also she oils down the shaft of the lock. So I've started to do that, and I'll make a video showing y'all what I do now. That just in essence helps to lock in a lot of the water and helps to keep them healthy, helps to keep them moist. And what else? Like I said, you have to be consistent, whatever your routine is. You have to develop a routine, and you have to understand the importance of continuing to do it. And, you know, more than anything, you have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? There's times when you may want to wear hats for a while. There's times when you may want to get like some sort of a headband and kind of keep that for a while. When it's long enough to do that. I mean, previously, my hair was long enough so I could pull it back with both hands and put it into a ponytail. Right now, it's not long enough to do that. It is on the sides and in the back, but at the top, it's still relatively short. So I can put it back with a band. Like if I buy like I've got a bunch of these big headbands that I can put on my head and pull it back that way. But in terms of being able to pull it back into a ponytail, it's not long enough. So, you know, like I say, and for me, that sort of weighs into the lack of confidence, because previously I could wear my hair like that, and I can't wear it like that for the time being. So I've had to adopt new ways of, you know, making it look more in tune with what I want it to look like right now. And that doesn't mean that I'm ashamed. You know, it doesn't mean that I look at locks as, you know, any less than in terms of how society views us, things like that. It just means that for me personally, you know, I'm not always happy with what I see when I look in the mirror when it comes to my hair. So some days I want to wear hats, and some days I want to pull it back and wear, you know, a headband and stuff like that. And I feel like whenever you go through those phases, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to listen to what other people say in terms of telling you what they feel like you ought to do with your locks and stuff like that. And, you know, how you present yourself. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's you. It's your journey, it's your hair, and it's your life. You know what I mean? So I say all of that to say confidence is going to come and go. There's times when you're going to feel great. There's times when you're going to feel not so great about your hair. But just understand that that's part of the process. You know what I mean? I feel like that's one of the reasons why the people that we see in the Instagram photos and in the Instagram videos and some of the YouTube channels of people that have had their hair for a really long time, or even on Pinterest, a lot of the times that you see people with the really long, flowy locks, I feel like that confidence is something that they've cultivated throughout the journey. You know what I mean? Because it's like you go from learning how to be patient to, once you've gotten to your goal, being able to really truly enjoy it and appreciate it. And I think that with that enjoyment and appreciation comes a level of confidence that just, you know, sort of spews out of you. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think it's arrogance. It's not anything that you're, you know, intentionally doing. It's just something that comes with the process. So I feel like as a result of maintaining, you know, a lot of the consistency and routines and things that I talk about, you're just naturally going to grow in confidence over time. So thank y'all for watching today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want to leave comments, go ahead and leave some comments down below. And until next time.